Guys, it's Karen and I'm doing another ingredient spotlight video, this time on Sea Buckthorn, and you've probably noticed that a lot of my ingredient spotlights are ordinary new products. I know that you guys want a review of the ordinary Sea Buckthorn oil, and so the only difference with this video is that I'm looking at other products at the end that have Sea Buckthorn in them, but I'm still talking about the ingredients and the research, etc. Exactly the same thing with the borage oil as well. So what is Sea Buckthorn? Sea Buckthorn is nothing to do with the sea. It is a plant, it's a berry, and oil is taken from the berries and the seeds, and the oil from the berries is thought to be more potent than from the seeds. Regardless of which brand you buy, it will be orange, very, very orange, and it does, well, it's thought to stain skin. I'm going to get a wipe out here. I haven't noticed it staining my skin, but it definitely does come off on pillows and bed sheets, etc. And it doesn't, for me anyway, the colour doesn't disappear. So if I put this on my face, I can an hour later block my face and there is orange coming off. So I've put that on and wiped it off, and there's barely any left, you know, maybe a slight hint. So all orange. The claims for this oil are that it's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, anti-aging, is filled with antioxidants, vitamins, and many, many other nutrients, omegas, fatty acids, and that it is wound healing. There's a lot of claims, as you can see, and so I was eager to get started on, is there any research, and having a look into that. I am going to do a video on how I do my research at some point, but with something that's skincare, I often think, oh, there's not going to be very much, or maybe there won't be anything unless it's for an actual condition such as eczema. But this one, there's a lot of research. Now, it's all in lab studies and animal studies, so there's no double-blind, randomized, controlled trials. Well, I should say there's no studies going on like that in the oil, the skincare oil. There are a lot of studies going on in the Sea Buckthorn as a supplement from the fruit. So it's a really interesting ingredient all round. Let's have a look at how many of these claims then are backed by research, albeit lab and animal research. So it is anti-inflammatory, it is antibacterial, it does have fatty acids, omegas, lots of nutrients as its components, and it has been shown as being a great wound healer. So it currently looks like a lot of the claims have some basis and may well be true. The only thing that there is no research on at all is whether it is anti-aging. It may be anti-aging from the point of view it's definitely hydrating. It's been proven to be great for dry skin, and so it's definitely hydrating, and there's an element of that in anti-aging, but it hasn't been tested in, you know, lines or wrinkles or anything like that. There's been studies looking at how the oils are extracted and the best type of oil to get, and as with most oils, actually it's best to get organic virgin oil, and specifically with Sea Buckthorn they've looked at the best type of oil is one that is CO2 extracted. And I can tell you again that regardless of the product, every review I looked up of Sea Buckthorn oil was positive. So on to products. Which products are there? Well, there is one that I think is very well known, by Fresh. I think I have used a product by Fresh in the past when I used to order a bit more from Sephora, but it's called Fresh Sea Berry. We can buy it for £40 in the UK, but I think it does come from the US. And that's quite expensive actually, £40, but it does have other oils in it. That isn't just Sea Buckthorn oil, it's mixed with many other oils. And that would counteract the orange staining a little bit. The other one I found was on eBay. There is one by a company called Intelligent Cosmetics, and it is £11.99. But I don't know that brand. I'm not sure that I would buy skincare from eBay personally, but I thought I would tell you about it because there doesn't seem to be many products out there with it in, or that are advertising it as the key ingredient, I would say, because I think there probably are companies that have this in there. I'm sure I've seen things when looking through ingredients, but of course I can't think what now. And the final one would be the one from The Ordinary, which, goodness me, that had an orange stain down the side, and I just wiped it, but I didn't expect it to come off that clean. So this is the one from The Ordinary, and I really, really love it, I have to say. I'm really impressed with this. I'm loving some of their new products, really enjoying their ethyl vitamin C, as you know, and really enjoying this. But in typical me style, I did not read the instructions, and so I started off by using it neat. And I don't think there's any issue with using it neat at all, except that your skin will be pure orange, and I looked ridiculous, you know. I'll put the footage in so you can have a good laugh. But I then looked at the instructions, and it says that you are to mix 1 or 2 drops with your nighttime moisturizer or whatever. So I tried mixing 2 drops, and I've got footage of that as well, and put that on, and it was still very orange. And actually I had read that about it, that even if you use the tiniest drop, you are still going to get an orange hue to your skin. So this is definitely one to use at night, I would say, or when you're not going to be, well, I suppose at night or in the morning under makeup, but I haven't tried it under makeup, and I don't know how much that sort of orange hue would shine through, you know. I quite enjoyed using it neat, but I have since used it with my natural moisturising factors and the CeraVe moisturising cream, and I also tried it with my hyaluron jelly, and it's nice in all of those ways. But I have to say the most benefit I feel I got was by using a couple of drops just neat on my face, because the morning after using it, after you saw me put it on neat, I can't remember how many drops I used, but I didn't use an awful lot. It definitely, you know, distributes well. My skin felt amazing the next day. I just was like, wow, not only felt amazing, but I felt like my skin looked amazing actually, and I don't very often think that about my own skin. Maybe a combination of other things I'm doing, you know. I don't know that it was directly from that, but it definitely, there's a few things that you'll have heard me say that I put on at night and wake up with beautiful feeling skin, and I can tell you what they are because there aren't many things that give me that super soft skin feeling. One is the Clarins Lotus Oil that I don't even have anymore, but I used to use. I would put that on at night and wake up with baby soft skin. The other is the hydration vaccine. Well, saying that, I felt that immediately. And then this one, when I put it on neat, I woke up the next day and my skin just felt really smooth and sort of bouncy, and really enjoyed the feeling. I didn't get that as much by mixing just a few drops in with the with my moisturizers, but I still enjoyed it. It didn't really, I don't know how I'm going to use it going forward because it is quite drastic putting it on neat. I didn't tell you the price of this, did I? This one is £14.90 from The Ordinary, and it's less than half price of the fresh one, but the fresh one, remember, has other ingredients in it. It is a concoction that's based around Sea Buckthorn oil, I think. And then you've got the eBay one that's £11.99. So I would say, personally, skip the eBay one and go for this one or the fresh one. The fresh one, the advantage would be that you could, the idea with that one is to use it neat, whereas this one, the directions are that you add a few drops to your night cream. So it's up to you, you know, which way you would prefer using it. But I do definitely recommend this one. And not only from the feeling I got, but from all of that research, even from it being anti-inflammatory, that may cause it to be anti-aging, you know, for me, addressing all the dryness, you know, with having the omegas and the fatty acids and everything, it's going to work really well on skin that's using tretinoin, such as I am once a week, and different retinol products, etc. So I would recommend this for you if you have dry or irritated skin, if you have eczema, if you have rosacea. This is one that is thought to be very helpful for rosacea. And if you have acne as well, because this isn't one that's going to necessarily clog your pores. I did read one review that said it had, they felt they'd broken out after using this, but they weren't 100% sure. But it is as well thought to be good for acne because it's anti-inflammatory. So, you know, it's quite a wide-ranging list of benefits. That's everything to tell you about Sea Buckthorn. I am also trying the borage oil, like I said, so I can't wait to see what the research is on that, because this one has really surprised me. I just did not expect it to have so much going for it, really. So you can tell I love it and I would highly recommend it. I'll tell you my makeup. I have got on the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation in 09. On my eyes, it's a Makeup Forever single eyeshadow that unfortunately I don't know the name of, and I actually found it quite hard to use that eyeshadow this morning, so it might be going in the bin. On my cheeks I've got Hourglass Dim Infusion Blush. On my lips is Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Ludwig. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Necklace and earrings from River Island. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you again soon.